Welcome into the greatest channel of all time, Cozy's Ghost Show. Today I'm going to read you a story about aliens. Let's start it up. It was a warm summer evening. The sun dipping low behind a wide, endless cornfield. There's the haunted printer again. Whenever I start a story, the haunted printer always starts talking. Three friends, Jenna, Sam, and Leo, found themselves walking down a narrow dirt path through the swaying rows of tall ash corn about 9 foot tall, almost the size of a Sasquatch. The kind of evening where their air hums with the promise of mystery. They've been out for a while now, a few hours, far from the safety of the road, enjoying the solitude, when things began to feel a little off. At first, it was just a strange hum, like a faraway engine revving up or some shit. But then the air around them began to grow thick, as if the atmosphere was becoming charged up. The sky, already bathed in shades of purple and orange, pretty cool looking colors but scary, suddenly started flickering. A bright streak of light flashed across the sky, so fast that as it was gone before they could really register what they just saw. Sam was the first to speak. "Did anyone else just see that?" he said. Before anyone could respond, the cornfield around them began to shake. What? The stalks bending and twisting as though some unseen force was working right below them. All of a sudden, a low guttural growl rumbled from the horizon, like the earth itself came alive. I can tell you one thing, the hairs on the back of their three of their necks stood right up so fast you could ever imagine. Then, without even a warning, a figure emerged from the trees at the far end of the field. It was too tall. Its form seemed to shift in the light, the silhouette elongating and warping like it was made of liquid shadows. It moved towards them, a soft, eerie hum accompanying its every single step. They stood frozen in place, the three of them, their hearts pounding in their chests, just beating. Behind the figure, the sky seemed to open up. A swirling vortex appeared now, and out of it emerged more shapes. Their outlines too strange to comprehend, like things from a world that doesn't even exist, or shouldn't exist. There were flashes of vivid colors, neon greens, pinks and purples, and then, the ground beneath their feet seemed to ripple, like water disturbed by something large, big. Jenna, was the first to snap out of her stupor. "Run!" she screamed. They bolted, weaving through the twisting corn with the sounds of unnatural whispers filling the air as the aliens moved closer. The strange shifting forms seemed to be everywhere now, blurring in and out of existence, terrifying the living you-know-what out of the three of them, creating an overwhelming sense of confusion. The sky above them shifted, the colors now swirling like a vortex, and the corn itself began to pulse, as if it was alive, moving with a mind of its own. The damn corn came alive, everybody. After what felt like hours of running, they found themselves in the direct center of the cornfield. Panting and breathless, surrounded by what seemed like thousands of these alien entities. The three of them, they had nowhere left to go. Completely surrounded, Just as panic about to set in, something changed. The sky above them grew still. The strange buzzing sound of the aliens seemed to start to quiet down. The figures stopped moving, their forms becoming clearer. They weren't threatening anymore all of a sudden. Instead, they were just observing, watching, almost as if they were waiting for something to happen. And then, without warning, one of the beings reached out. It wasn't a physical gesture, but rather a strange pulse of energy that seemed to radiate from it. The field around them shimmered, shimmy, 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 shimmy. And suddenly they understood. The aliens weren't there to harm them, after all. They were here to communicate something far deeper, something beyond the physical realm. Jenna felt a strange calm wash over her, and she heard the voice, not in her ears, but in her mind. "We seek understanding," it said, its tone both alien and familiar. "What you fear is a reflection of your own limitations. You have the power to shape your world, but fear binds you." Sam stumbled forward, his thoughts racing. "You mean we're the ones who fear?" ? The alien's voice resonated again. "Fear is the shadow of your growth. Face it, and you will find your way," said the alien. The sky shimmered, and the alien's figures slowly began to dissolve back into the vortex, their forms dissolving into the mist of the field, as if they were never there to begin with. In the blink of an eye, in an instant, everything turned back to complete normalcy. The corn was still, the sky was calm, and the three friends stood there together, breathing heavily, trying to process what in the damn world just happened. But there was only one thing they all knew. Things would never be the same after that day. The lesson was clear. There was a lesson to be learned. The aliens had not come to conquer them, but to show them the power of facing their deepest fears. They had seen the fear in the cornfield, the fear of the unknown, and how it crippled their ability to move forward. The real threat was not the aliens, folks, but their own self-imposed limitations. And so, they walked back through the field in silence. Jenna spoke, her voice quieter than before, but with newfound clarity. Maybe the things we fear aren't so scary after all. We just have to face them head on. Leo looked up at the sky and nodded. Yes, and when we do, we might just find out there's more to us than we ever realized to begin with. As the stars began to emerge, the three friends made their way back home, their minds forever changed by the strange alien encounter in the cornfield. And the lesson they had just learned was I just told you. The only way to conquer the unknown is to stop running from it. I'll say it one more time. The only way to conquer the unknown is to stop running from it. The end. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want more stories like this, comment down below. See you later.